So I guess things got so corrosive and so bad that eventually, Kevin Iole, who did the original interview with Deontay Wilder in regards to his costume, which he calls a uniform, on the tape, had to release the tape due to the fact that there were a bunch of people out there who simply refused to believe, they deliberately refused to believe that Deontay Wilder said what he said. Now, if Deontay Wilder had reported other things to do with other people, they were willing to believe it. But when it came to this particular situation, then they wanted to say that, the journalists are taking those subjects, he's taken out of context, he hadn't said this, he hadn't said that. The leader of the organization, that fanboys for Deontay Wilder, even recently still alluded to the fact that it was all part of some conspiracy to besmirch the reputation, sully the reputation, a scandalous slur of some sort against Deontay Wilder by suggesting that he had said what he said. But, I've always known it was true because I didn't even need to hear it. I just needed to look at the evidence around it to know that Deontay Wilder, when he was asked about it, he didn't deny it. He acted befuddled, saying that, I could have said a lot of things because, it was drugs. He didn't deny it outright and say, I never said such a damn thing. Get the fuck. He said, there was a whole bunch of things that. So he threw it in there, like a liar would, knowing that there was evidence out there and knowing that, in all honesty, this person that he'd spoken to was a credible journalist. Now, it is what it is. The media lies, blah, 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 blah. But when you have a situation like this, and this is a classic Trump versus Raffensperger in Georgia situation, where the guys taped what he was saying to Deontay Wilder, and professionally, that's what he's supposed to do. And you can hear him typing away while he's listening to what Deontay Wilder's saying, but he's also got it on tape. But due to the nature of the Deontay Wilder fan base, who are so detached and deluded, detached from reality and deluded altogether, and even if they aren't, they just deliberately go out of their way to confuse matters, to cause as much confusion and projection as possible, deflection. They each and every time they utilize the most degenerate, childish behavior to try and defend a person, to try and defend the indefensible. We're going to play this. You see, the truth is, I would have liked to have made this video better. But here it is. And one more thing I'm going to say this. Listen, this goes out to the leader of the guys that follow Deontay Wilder. I want you to look at your track record in regards to this guy. You've lost on each and every occasion. Now, you've had some minor victories against Luis Ortiz, if you want to make a big deal out of it. But when it really came down to the big time, you've done nothing but lost on this guy. You thought he was going to become the lineal champion that will put him in a position to son. Because, let's keep it real. Even with that interview with Tunde and them, it really is about your loathing and hatred. And I'm seeing some stuff. I'm seeing the same old. Listen, Mac the Knife, right? The one you're obsessed with right now because you want to sort of deflect away from Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. MTK Global, Mac the Knife. You could sort of, you could look at it as being the name and what they represent being implicit in, the title, forgive me, what they represent being implicit in the name, Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife was a song that was written by a guy called, two guys actually. One was called Kevin Vale, the other guy was called Bertolt Brecht. They're very well known among literary circles. They wrote what was known back then as the Three Penny Opera. And Mac the Knife was part of that opera. Later, a singer in America by the name of Bobby Darin made a song called Mac the Knife. Now the whole thing with Mac the Knife is about criminals. It's about criminals. Alright? You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's about murderers and criminals. So Mac the Knife, the whole thing with Mac the Knife is about murderers and criminals. So in a way, when they gave that company that name, you kind of understood what was about it. Why do you call a boxing company Mac the Knife? Now, obviously, they played on the fact that they had a front man at the time, Matthew Macklin. You know what I mean? That's what they used. But in reality, Mac the Knife was about, it kind of alluded to the criminality of the song of Bobby Darin. But before that, the people who wrote the Three Penny Opera in Germany, 1928, and used the German version called Mac the Knife. He's also a guy who said a phrase that you can hear and people should take note of. This actually is a reference to probably even Deontay Wilder or Donald Trump, because I think they're very similar, saying that even though we've defeated the bastard, don't let your guard down, because the bitch that bore him is back. That means the conditions and situations that created a Donald Trump never went away. And we get the same thing with Deontay Wilder. The kind of delusional, cult-like mindset that you have with Deontay Wilder is still there. But, I said all that just to get to this. Many people would have heard this already. We all knew it was true, but let's play it. Let's see. So here we have it. I wanted to do it the other way, but I couldn't. So let's play on SoundCloud.
What do you think happened? I mean, you knew that he was going to come forward and come at you. He said he was going to fight that way. That wasn't the Deontay that we've seen for 40-some plus fights. What do you think happened? Did he hurt you early on that affected you the rest of the way?
No, he didn't hurt me at all. It was the simple fact that my uniform coming out, Kevin, was way too heavy for me. I didn't have no legs from the beginning of the fight.
Let's play that again. Let's play that again.
What do you think happened? I mean, you knew that he was going to come forward and come at you. He said he was going to fight that way. That wasn't the Deontay that we've seen for 40-some plus fights. What do you think happened? Did he hurt you early on that affected you the rest of the way?
No, he didn't hurt me at all. It was the simple fact that my uniform coming out, Kevin, was way too heavy for me. I didn't have no legs from the beginning of the fight.
That's it. Now, you don't have to really say, oh, that was taken out of context. That's exactly what was said, and it is what it is. There's no other way to look at it.
What do you think happened? I mean, you knew that he was going to come forward and come at you. He said he was going to fight that way.
Let me try and put this off.
It wasn't the Deontay that we've seen for 40-some plus fights.
Okay, yeah. You can even see it there, right? That's why I was playing like that. Okay, cool. But anyway, look, man. There's nothing more. What I want to say is, like, the leader of that organization, you've made so many bets on this guy, and he constantly keeps on coming up short. He came up short. He promised you he was gonna beat Tyson Fury. He didn't do it. He promised you that he was gonna be one name, one face, one God knows what. He couldn't do it. Stop making excuses and take responsibility, for crying out loud. A lot of people listen to you, what you have to say. I think it's unfortunate, but that's just the fucking way of the world. Just like a lot of people listen to an ignorant bastard like Deontay Wilder or even Donald Trump. That's just the way of the world. I've come to accept that fact. That, you know what? That's just the way. I think there is a hierarchical thing. That's why you get real dumb people getting elected to office. We wonder how the fuck did these dummy, dirty, stupid ass motherfuckers get elected to office. That's how they get elected to office. It is what it is, because no matter how stupid a person is, says the right thing, I suppose people act on emotion. They do. From all races, all backgrounds. And then you're going to have a bunch of people pretending that they don't, but they do. So that being said, man, I think we can put that whole argument to rest now. Deontay Wilder didn't say it. He said it. He said that his costume, his uniform as he called it, was too heavy and he didn't have no legs going into the ring. Stop the bullshit lying. Stop embarrassing yourselves. I know you're going to try and twist it again. Cut it out. Have some self-respect. You know what? That's really what it is about. Have some self-respect. You know what I mean? The moment you engaged in this bullshit with Deontay Wilder, it made matters really, I mean, seriously. Oh, I kind of felt that even though I didn't really like, I think you had some modicum of self-respect. I think you kind of like, I don't even know why somebody would be that Lindsey Graham-esque. You're like Lindsey Graham and Trump. Throw any decency about you out the window. Nah, it's not like, yeah, you were really, I mean, yeah, you really are like Lindsey Graham. You know? Fuck it.
Way that you feel right now, you've never had a loss, which that's understandable, but shame on your team for not preparing you mentally for that, and shame on you for pretending to be the victim.
Jessica, you weren't close to beat Katie Taylor. And also, if we should compare resumes, I beat 9-10 world champions, so I mean, don't start comparing resumes.